Hey guys, how's it going? Philip with Trade Genius, and so we had a pretty crazy weekend. We had basically a lot of volatility in Bitcoin, and we also had some drama with the Bitcoin Cash group or the SegWit2x guys. So I kind of want to just to go over that with you and kind of let you know where we are in regards to that. So if we look at the, I'll show you what happened with Bitcoin Cash. Really crazy pump move. From Saturday into Sunday was like 150+% move, and just whenever you see that in crypto, probably not going to end well. And we were calling out that it's big pump and dump by the big blockers, the Roger Vers and the Jihan Woos of that group, and basically just a centralized and coordinated pump and dump. Now the reason why they want to do this is they want to show it that it's going to be more dominant than Bitcoin. They think it should be Bitcoin, but it's a highly centralized thing that's going on. You know, the mining hash power is concentrated in China, and it's just, you know, it's just very centralized right now. And that's really just not what Bitcoin's about. Bitcoin's, you know, 8-year-old network, 9-year-old network that is, you know, basically Bitcoin. Nodes everywhere, nodes all over the world, economy going on, vendors, exchanges, just a much larger ecosystem. And these guys literally think that they can flip that overnight, and it's just not going to happen. Now, not to say that, you know, if you like big blocks, and that's fine. Now you have a vehicle that you can use if you feel that that's a better store of value, but it's just not gonna. It's not going to just take over Bitcoin. There's too many variables, too many factors that are in play that would have to happen. Exchanges would have to all coordinate switching over. They're not going to do that. That's too costly. Wall Street isn't looking at Bitcoin Cash. They're looking at Bitcoin. So you have to, you know, really see things for what they are. But again, Bitcoin Cash can coexist if that's what. If you're a big block kind of person that thinks that's the way to scale, you can do that. If you think SegWit is the way to go and it's got a bunch of scaling options and layer 2 options, which means there's other ways that we can scale and do other technologies with Bitcoin, which are pretty exciting, then you go that route. Now keep in mind, these guys did want to enable SegWit, and that was the SegWit2x. Now this Bcash doesn't have SegWit. So they just think big blocks is the way to scale, and there's issues with that. So, but without getting into that, I just wanted to show you guys what a coordinated pump and dump looks like. Probably won't be the last, but I would not, if you're buying up here, you know, oh, I'm going to ride this up, and you get into 3540, and then they decide to dump it because they have all of the coins behind this move. You're going to be left holding the bag or looking at a big loss, because these moves happen pretty quickly, and if you don't have a stop in place, you could be underwater real quick by a large amount of money. So just wanted to show you guys that, and the reason why they pump this up too. See, this isn't, you know, they want to try and promote this as a better way to scale Bitcoin, but at the end of the day, these guys are just doing a money grab. The reason is because if you look at this fork, or I mean, if you look at this chart of this hash rate, you notice the hash rate started moving up. This is during the pump. Reason is because the difficulty was going to change, where Bitcoin would be more profitable to mine. And so what happens is every so many blocks, the difficulty changes depending on how much hash power has been added or removed from the network. And it's the way Bitcoin was designed to throttle the output, or the manufacturing, if you will, of coins. So that changes, that fluctuates. So these guys saw that what was happening, you know, that Bitcoin Cash was going to be more difficult to mine, and Bitcoin would be easier, and based on their pricing, it would be much more profitable. So they ramped it up, and then right before that happened, they dumped it and went back into Bitcoin. So that's the problem when you have a centralized group trying to control a coin. It's just not a good idea, and it's subject to whatever they want to do, whatever cash grabs they want to do. All right, that's just fact, and we just saw that happen. If you look at the network, this is the amount of transactions. So if you look at the baseline, this orange line is Bitcoin. See, it's an economy. It's doing a bunch of things. Down here is Bcash. Nothing's going on. The reason why it spiked here was during the pump and dump, and all of the transactions are all strictly exchange transactions. There's no commerce going on. It's just all exchange. So, again, it's not going to turn into Bitcoin, not the way they want to do it overnight, but it can coexist. So people, those guys with that philosophy, that's what they want to back, then they can. That's the way the economies work. So what's happening Monday is that we're going to see a change in they're actually going to hard fork Bitcoin Cash. I don't think they're going to have, I think because all of the miners are going to go over to the new fork, there won't be a legacy chain, I don't think. So I think what will happen now is that it's going to change their difficulty algorithm. And so I'm going to see if this sloshing effect dissipates. And so we'll keep tabs on that. Also, can take a look at Bitcoin, and if we see here, okay, so we came down, made a bottom, a nice move up by the bulls, and we went right up into this bear fib zone, and of course we pretty much always expect those to get some resistance, which we're seeing here. I would expect this area to hold here, this 6,000 to 6,200 area to hold. Really, we have support at about 6,200 from over here, this prior high area, and before this move up. So I'm expecting that to hold and bounce higher, and then ultimately we're looking for a break of 7,000 to get the bulls back in control. So that's what it's looking at for Bitcoin. So that's pretty much it on this update. Sure, we'll see more shenanigans from the Bitcash crew, but I just wanted you to understand the dynamic of what was going on there. It's really highly centralized, and really goes against the ethos of Bitcoin. So there you have it, guys. We'll give you an update tomorrow. Until then, take care.